Hello, air signs. Welcome to your March reading. The energy currently around you is awareness. The underlying energy is you going with the flow. Go with the flow. And the influences that are coming into the situation in March are you're learning to let go of somebody, letting go. The obstacle to the situation is gentleness. Doesn't have to be your obstacle, could be the other person's obstacle. Maybe somebody is not gentle enough. Um, or somebody could be too gentle. I really don't. How do you explain such a thing? Okay, be gentle towards yourself and others at this time. So maybe you're being too hard on yourself at this time, okay? The overview from a spiritual perspective is hope. Somebody has hope for something, and that's connected with going with the flow. Um, the best course of action for you to take at this time in March is to focus on discernment. And the outcome of everything is you will be spending a lot of time alone with the solitude card. So let's do this reading to clarify some things. We're going to clarify the awareness card. Now, the awareness card can mean either that you need to be more aware or somebody else needs to be more aware. Needs to be more aware. Now, with the awareness card, we get the Knight of Wands, the High Priestess, and the World. Okay. It's almost like you're well aware that somebody was not for you and that you're closing out a cycle because we have the High Priestess, the Knight of Wands, and the World card. And with this World card, it's the end of a cycle. You could be aware that it's the end of a cycle of dealing with players or certain people. Or what was the other meaning I was thinking of? You could be aware of a person who's always ending things. There could be somebody that rushes into a lot of situations and they're always ending things, and you're well aware of that person. The underlying energy is you're just trying to go with the flow. You're just trying to go with the flow, trying to focus on your life. You're not really concerned about the past. So let's clarify the going with the flow energy, going with the flow. You could be dealing with a Leo. And the person you're dealing with, they're happy where they're at. Or you're happy where you're at. If you're going with the flow, you could be happy where you're at. It's not that you don't have regrets about the past. I'm sure you do. But you're kind of happy where you're at right now. You and this person may not be talking with that strength card, and you're just going with the flow, focused on your life. You are letting go at this time of somebody, letting go. And if it's not a person, you're letting go of a situation. Let's clarify the letting go card. With the letting go card, we have the Ten of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. Whatever you're letting go of was a lot of conflict and a heavy burden. It's almost like you were always trying to please this person, but no matter what you did, it was never good enough. Because we get Two of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and Ten of Wands. You're letting go of a lot of conflict and some sort of heavy, burdensome situation. The message from the Five of Wands is not to compare yourself to others. So you need to be focused on loving yourself and not comparing yourself to others in order to let go. Because if this person chose somebody else, you need to stop beating up on yourself, because that is the obstacle card. You're being harsh with yourself. You're not being gentle enough with yourself. Gentleness, just being too hard on yourself. So you need to focus on self-love at this time. There's some sort of communication that you're beating yourself up on about, because we get the Eight of Wands, the Hierophant, and the King of Pentacles. I think King of Pentacles is your energy. I think you're very confident and secure in your money. So I think King of Pentacles is you. And I think there was some sort of communication you had with someone about a marriage. Maybe you regret telling someone that you're married, or someone else regrets telling you that they're married if King of Pentacles is their energy. There's some sort of obstacle here, okay? You could be being too hard on yourself when it comes to a marriage. Spiritually, somebody has hope concerning something. Now, it's like another tarot reader has told me before, we can keep hoping and hoping all day, and, it's not going to happen. We have to have faith. But from the spiritual perspective, somebody is hoping and going with the flow. Somebody is hoping and going with the flow, because the spiritual card also connects to your underlying energy card. They're going with the flow, but they're hoping. Let's clarify the hope card. Maybe somebody is hoping that somebody will contact them again. I don't know. Have the cards turned the wrong way. Yes, somebody's hoping that somebody was lying. That's what they're hoping. Because we get the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. It could be that somebody's hoping that a Queen of Pentacles was lying about something they said, okay? Whatever they said was really emotional. A lot of tarot readers will tell you, oh, it's a love offer, it's this, it's that. It's being very emotional. Somebody said something that was very emotional, and you could be hoping that this person was lying about it. It could also be a situation where you're hoping that somebody was lying about having a new romantic opportunity with somebody else. Okay. But the message from the Seven of Swords is that in order to achieve what we want, sometimes we have to be creative. And but we can't be too creative because we don't want to isolate other people, right? We don't want to be too deceptive. We don't want to be, certain bad qualities that might isolate us from other people. But maybe somebody is hoping that somebody will find a creative way to approach somebody, okay? Somebody could be married and maybe they're hoping that somebody has the creativity and the resources to still approach them with a love offer, okay? What you need to do at this time is to use discernment about whether something is in your best interests or not. Um, and that goes for tarot cards too. Don't let cards tell you what to do, okay? Not even oracle cards. I mean, but oracle cards are usually a good bet because a lot of oracle cards will just tell you to love on yourself. And I don't see where you could go wrong. Okay, with this discernment card, we get the moon, Four of Swords. In order for you to be able to use discernment this month, you need to get enough rest. You need to spend time with Source and you need to rest. That's how you're going to be able to use discernment because you have the Moon card, the Four of Swords, and the Justice card, okay? You need to be able to rest, go to sleep on it. Don't just make decisions without having enough sleep. Lack of sleep affects a lot of things. Some people lose their minds when they don't get enough sleep. Actually, most people lose their minds when they don't get enough sleep. But the outcome of everything is going to be solitude. You will be spending a lot of time alone. A lot of time alone. You could be thinking about somebody at this time that you want a new beginning with. You want some sort of a collaboration with the Queen of Cups. I think there could have been some sort of misunderstanding between whoever you're dealing with, you and whoever you're dealing with, because I don't see cups here except for the Queen of Cups. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, but I don't see cups here. I don't see you trying to step out on anybody if you're married. All I see is Ace of Wands and Three of Pentacles. It's almost like you wanted a collaboration with somebody. I don't know if you wanted to do a music video with them or a song with them or what you wanted to do with them, but you wanted a new beginning and a collaboration with them, okay? While you're alone, you're going to be thinking about that. You're going to be thinking about a new beginning and how best to approach this person. Because I think you approached them in the past and things didn't turn out the way you wanted them to turn out. Maybe because they assumed certain things about you, and that's why things just didn't work out. I keep saying this to a lot of people, just focus on yourself and love on yourself. So loving on yourself and going with the flow in March. I would just say to be careful with how you word things. Sometimes, when we approach somebody and we say certain things, we're not careful with how we word things, and that's a mistake, because if we're not careful with how we word things, people can twist words, people can assume, and there is a saying that, you're only responsible for conveying what you need to convey. You're not responsible for how they interpret. Um, because we want people to know our intentions. We don't want them to assume certain things. You can't just tell somebody at 9 o'clock at night or whatever time you tell them, hey, look, I'm coming over, and they don't know why you're coming over. You have to say why. You have to be like, I'm coming over so we can work on the music video, or I'm coming over so we can do this. But you don't just say, I'm coming over, and this is just an example of communication and stuff. But, you and your person, there was some sort of misunderstanding, and I don't see y'all talking for a while. So thank you for coming to this reading. Just keep focusing on you, okay? Thank you.